Dear light fire, metamorphose, shine from within. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed, undergo a metamorphosis by the renewing of your mind." The Greek word metamorphosis refers to a process that leads to a permanent outward change. Like the biological process of drastic physical transformation in an animal's body structure, such as a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It changes the form or nature of a thing or person into a completely different one, or shifts it from an immature to an adult form in two or more distinct stages. In Matthew 17, we see Jesus leading Peter, James, and John to Mount Tabor. As he prayed, the Bible says Jesus was transfigured, transformed, metamorphosed into something more beautiful and even elevated. During this transfiguration, Jesus' face began to shine like the sun, and his clothes became dazzlingly white. It even says that Moses and Elijah, who were by then already taken by God, had now appeared again and talked to Jesus. This transformation doesn't mean that God's power and glory came upon Jesus, but that it shone out of him. On this mountain, while in prayer, he was changed into what he truly was, the Son of God. When we are born again, the Bible says we are no longer flesh, but we become spirit. To transform into what we truly are, we have to undergo a spiritual metamorphosis rather than a biological or physical change. Like the caterpillar who has to rest in its cocoon to become a butterfly, a student that needs to learn and prepare in order to pass the exam, or a seed that was placed in the ground has to drink lots of water for it to bloom into a beautiful flower. We too have to take moments of prayer and fasting as critical reflection and process our life experiences. This teaches us how to do things in a different way and changes our intellectual, mental, and even emotional state. And while we are reshaping our thoughts, renewing our hearts, we are stimulating our personal growth. God is doing a new thing within us the moment we are born again. But only if we change from the inside, we can start shining on the outside. Therefore, let's reflect on Romans 12, verse 2. And do not be conformed to this world any longer with its superficial values and customs, but be transformed and progressively changed as you mature spiritually by the renewing of your mind, focusing on godly values and ethical attitudes, so that you may prove for yourselves what the will of God is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect in His plan and purpose for you. Shiny life.